when it came down to piloting that Neon. The operator, when it was in his hand on the defending side, was disgusting to witness. And of course, everybody else steady as she goes. Fnatic found themselves in a bit of a rocky position. Were able to rebound and take that map at the end of it all.
And he's got a lot of util there, kind of back up his teammates.
Bit of an odd setup as well. Does have the clone ready to go from backside. Can that push forward here, potentially out of a smoke. We'll just be sending that, but for now it's going to be Nate out of position. Forsaken able to find first blood here. Chronicle nearby, but Walt now being raised. Presence has to be noticed. He tries to break down these segments, but in the meantime, the plan comes through.
Just wants to move that plant so it's opened up on the other side of the wall a little bit, or the elbow positioning. If it comes down to that, shock dart there, not going to connect.
Just trying to whittle away this where possible. Worried about a potential peak. There's the paranoia now coming through. Forsaken trying to scale forward. Shots flying. Forsaken finding a second kill. Something Patman layering in behind. His poster now stuck in the corner. Cannot fight his way out. Paper X find the pistol.
And just another example of what makes this composition.
Jing now backing away. Silent movements now starting to make a little bit of noises. Oh, Forsaken. He's absolutely spotted out Boaster, who thinks he might just have to jump here. But do they read how many other additional players are here on the site? That is going to be the question. For now, they're ignoring him in the smoke, and Kayak strikes. Boaster does get tagged down. Kayak eventually falling. Boaster now swinging out. He's going to be able to find another kill. That's surprising to say the least. The Bucky now still in play. Crashies going to be noted, dealt with. Bucky flying, killing, something dropped. Chronicle finding one, and it's already looking like a potential catastrophe. Here's the swing out of the smoke, and Forsaken narrowly gets them over the line, but that was a nail biter with just one Vandal being carried over. From the shadows, online already here for Forsaken, but not necessarily going to be the most impactful ultimate. Obviously does have its applications.
Chronicle would be one of the players that could die to the Outlaw, but he's got a ton of util to try to play off of. Stun out from Alpha.
Dart does not come through. Alpha, however, wins the fight. Jing going to be taken down. Bit of damage going to be suffered there, but now Forsaken trying to keep you forward. Ends up getting caught. Right there into Chronicle's trap. Finds a kill, clear of the trip in the meantime. Patman trying to open things towards this A side, which has been evacuated by Fnatic.
Boaster, though, going to move himself into a position where if Paper X makes noise, he's going to be able to hear it. He's going to be able to hear that rotate and call for his forces to move. Going to lose the battle against something, though.
Does he suspect this second player here, Crashies? Just around the corner, something playing this slowly. Looks like he will take the optimal path, rotates back through the spawn, or at least peeking in towards B main. Crashes on the prowl, but so too is Patman. But they clear the corner, something going to be snappy with it. Able to find one, Patman now finding Kayak. And suddenly Paper X are right back into this one. The heal immediately coming through. Patman back up to full HP. So we're going to run back to double face. Something does get caught, a 2v2 now.
10 seconds left.
Fnatic want to try to push the pace. Fight goes down with just a couple seconds remaining. Removal of the dart, but Chronicle finding a timing as Batman tries to drift over towards the defender's side. Vi now all alone. No util, no wall, no way to cut off these angles. Has to be wary about potential split approach, but as we can see, it's going to be Fnatic now pushing forward out of alley, the slide coming through, the headshot, instantaneous to Vi, looking to try to clutch this out. Chronicle on the opposite side, the most decorated player shall fall to the most recently anointed as Defy clutches it out.
He's looking to angle in that same direction.
Any kill, and he'll have an overdrive as backup, but yeah, not really going to challenge forward into B main. Dart going to go out, something maybe going to jiggle on the corner. Sends out the drone, confirms the off, but Forsaken immediately going to be taken down. The neural theft coming in from Chronicle tells all. Are they going to read the box position this time? Absolutely not. Something can't even get the weapon out fast enough. Jing does manage to find the enemy Yoru. We know that the operator is going to be contained back into B main, but keep the wall investment. Now you now have to break the door to try to pivot out. The Crashies is lurking, waiting, and killing. Finds 2 quick kills. Boaster's there to capitalize. The timeout call works a treat. Fnatic get themselves around win.
Yeah, this is just great contain being played here by Fnatic. Paper X, though, taking a moment to think about it, maybe letting Patman do a little bit more exploring, figure out what else is going on around the map.
Showstopper out, ping reveal on to one, spots him, turns back, finds the kill on a Chronicle. Jing now removing the dart, the swing in, Crashies instantly there with the headshot. Hunter's Fury not going to be finding too much value, not any damage. Spam on the Singer and Forsaken out into the open, ends up falling to the wayside. Crashies similarly able to find a Vi. Spike is planted, walls there, but it's just something needing Patman to really break through. Now striking, but something already dropped. White sent Kayak, he's eating the damage to slide forward. The shorty drawn out, more damage there onto the enemy Yoru in behind. Patman swooping, trying to find this kill, playing a ring around the Rosie, and Alphier will be able to get it done. Duelist duo, stand tall. Fnatic find a second round win.
Yeah, great stuff here from Fnatic again. There's no tripwire there around the corner this time. It's further back on B, as well as the cam.
Scraping forward. Patman on the opposite side with the Guardian, finds the headshot. Slow peeking in. He hits that 10 times out of 10. Forsaken similarly able to find Kayak. That's both duelists now down for Fnatic. Paper X look to maintain and stretch this lead back up by 2. Drone over the top. Poster having to stay tucked. Paranoia flying, but drone not being spotted. Now does see the Omen. Forsaken swoops around the back. Collects a third, crashes to see what damage he can deal. Finds one, Divide on the floor. They try to not face into him one by one. Forsaken's gonna be there to go ahead and bail out something. We'll have to rebuy the armor, but 4K for the Omen. A 5th round for Paper X.
Yeah, this is a nice change up here after the timeout. Some patience being shown, waiting for Alpha to get a little bit antsy. Shut him down with that Guardian. Great crosshair placement as well for Patman. Right on the money there. Didn't have to move a muscle. And that kill in mid early onto Kayak opens things up for Forsaken.
Applying some pressure. They don't get any confirmation on the operator. Alphier immediately going to start pivoting, rotating towards mid. Smoke going up. TP towards CT. Crashes. Okay. Gets enough info to cancel that one. Otherwise, it was about to be a very bad time for Forsaken as drone gets a spot out here onto Chronicle. Showstopper lobbed in. Not going to be able to find the kill, nor any damage. Patman at the same time able to find crashes. Some damage onto the players trying to exit their way through alley. Chronicle, however, still sat here on the site, now cut off from the rest of the team. Alphier finding one, the peek coming through. Forsaken going to be dropped. Jing re-swings, dodges the shot off screen, and does manage to come away with a kill.
Spike planted.
Kayak to trade it back to Patman to go ahead and expound on the player advantage, now leaving Boaster to his own devices. See if he can find anything. It's just going to be a stack, and will be Divide to go ahead and collect the final kill. Cash in a decent spot, so don't have to go for an economy res here. Paper X.
Paper X, once again, just continued to lean towards A, so now Fnatic has to make the call to make it their strong side, to bring that extra player over. Alpha's op gonna be mid.
Out into the open, Kayak able to find the one, but cannot escape. Does get taken down. Jing at the same time is just catching him.
Kill my ally.
Stumbling around as Boaster out into the open, ends up falling. Crashies pushing forward. Don't think he's been noted quite just yet, but Patman certainly has caught a glimpse. Finds the first paint shell flying into his face, but Forsaken's bullets get there just a little bit faster. Something at the same time saying, well, I've had enough of this lurking stuff.
Here.
I'll make my presence known. That really stops any real attempt of trying to go for this. And now makes Fnatic wonder, where can we get to safely try to hold on to these weapons? Well, something will not be able to go ahead and engage with the flank, so loses his life, but Paper X are going to get at least 8 now.
That's okay. As something there, you don't mind dying. You make this retake way, way more difficult and probably impossible, as it looks like it's going to be the save for Fnatic. To free some of the early parts of the site where previously. Trying to try something a little bit different. Setting up for sort of a crunch there.
So Jing immediately with a kill on a Kayak, has the Showstopper now online. Tripwire will intercept him. Chronicle hanging back, punches straight from Crash. He's able to find Divide. Patman trying to still go forward with the flank. The neural theft going to be invested, but Chronicle traded off the back of that as Boaster cannot find the one-tap kill. Like in position to try to go for the plant. Jing is going to be flushed back and spammed down as the shock dart lands at his feet. Forsaken tries to refill the smoke, pushing forward. Falls to the wayside, and Patman is a world away. No real chance whatsoever to defuse to come through. Things get disjointed here in round 12 as Fnatic do manage to get up to 4.
Yeah, I think for Paper X there, I'd like to have that round back. Maybe overstep just a bit, but Fnatic able to get 4 on their defender side. Not bad. Shifting that 3-man focus in this direction.
But it's going to be Spike being brought forward. Drone, go ahead and check around this B site. Big TP forward. Drone getting the spot. Frenzy to clear, and now the rotation's coming through, both from Paper Rex as well as Fnatic, but Forsaken in a good position. Trying to find the jump, and oh my god! Does he hit a transfer after getting the headshot on the crashes, but cannot confirm the kill. Ends up getting taken down as Patman similarly lost his life.
30 seconds left.
Decent damage found as Paranoia going across the reface. Both falling low, Crashy standing tall, Jing now taken down, and something with 7 HP will get caught on a timing as Fnatic find themselves the pistol.
Yeah, it's a really nice round there for Fnatic, reading some of those aggressive maneuvers from Paper Rex early in the round. So this could be pretty scrappy. They would say a battle over mid. You almost favor Fnatic with those Vandals. How accurate they can be. Well, Crashy's taking a half damage. Something using that drone. Gonna see Kayak as well. So everybody noted and dealt with.
And we'll get to readjust there. The final headshot to connect. So already good damage between the kill as well as Chronicle at 56. As Patman noting the linger forward. Alpier struck down. Spike now widely stuck inside of B main. And Shell just going to be lobbed in. Jing finds another. And there you go. Just picked to pieces. It's going to be a flawless here as Paper Rex deny a bonus conversion. By watching the angle. Chronicle just going to stay tucked, has the cam to play off of. They say, okay, we don't have to worry about this position any longer. They set up the wall. Taken spotted, playing around, sticking around for a little bit longer, trying to see if he can get any peeks out. As Recon does get the ping. A couple players got to be noted. Once again, Fnatic shoved back in towards mid.
30 seconds left.
The top of which being watched now by something about the swing in, maybe find a timing. It certainly does so, but Chronicle quick to reply, answers one back. It's a spot out here on the Devi as well. Shots flying through, Forsaken trying to hold close, finds it, Crashy's dead, Devi trying to go on the timing, gets a little bit more damage across, but cannot find the kills. Kayak with a fantastic headshot as Jing striking, managing to find them all! Thought maybe he'd have to go for the showstopper, but Kayak just has to go back, has to try to recover the spike.
Instead, Present's going to be confirmed that somebody's lurking around mid. I kind of assume it's Chronicle with the way they've been playing so far.
This could be a showstopper angle. There you go. Ping reveal, showstopper flies. Well, it's a little bit of a botch, but that's okay. Yep, just check your phone.
That's why you don't text and drive, kids.
Yeah, something has had the kill, so target down all the same. It's in slightly more embarrassing fashion. Those are trying to lurk. Good slide forward, Althea drawing the attention. It's Forsaken though. Managing to find one more. Boaster's lurk comes up with a kill. But it's sliding towards top mid. Patman going to be on the chase. Spike, however, being pivoted. Brought now over towards the B site. Mid approach, plenty of noise made. Patman waiting for them here in market. Swings in. It's a bit of damage. Plays around the side. Paranoia connecting. What? Back! Managing to find him! And he gets the follow-up! He couldn't see a damn thing! Patman, how have you done this? Just kind of defaulting into the corner.
Go, go, go!
Pretty common check spot, so I have to suspect that there might just end up being a relay bolt into there if they decide to commit forward. For now, though, Devi this time does have that outlaw. And immediately Kayak going to be taken down. Fastlane going to be set up. Patman just staying quiet, staying tucked. Has not gone scouted quite just yet. The wall can be toggled at any moment, but Patman decides to just leave it. Strikes. Does get traded out, but Forsaken now arriving. Puts down the enemy Neon. That leaves Boaster and Chronicle both making noise here. Both going to be known on the site. The swing around, the spot out. Chronicle looking for it, but Forsaken getting the better of him. As Classic gets thrown out, he's gonna try to knife him! And he drives it right between the shoulder blades.
Oh man, that's just a nice read from Patman. Great patience, hold the hone.
And Fnatic never letting any credence to that is, there you go, Kayak. No route to escape set up. The retap, but Alpha still collecting too. Gonna have to see that one back.
Spike down A.
Real theft invested. Devi just still skirting around the box. Takes down Crashies. And he just doesn't give a damn that he's been spotted out. He doesn't care about your ultimates. Now has the res. Puts him back in with the player advantage. Zalfier just 12 HP. Chronicle playing forward at Boba. Spike being planted on B.
Gonna try to swing out is Forsaken. Alpha matching. Chronicle going to be tasked with the 1v2 on the other side, potentially.
Spots him, knows that he basically just has to run away.
They found
Been trying to play a hard angle with that Vandal to go for the one tap, still risky.
Here, they found my wire.
Door shut, swing coming through. Alpha, there you go. Finds a shot. Chronicle gets the other. All falls down to Forsaken. No smoke. Wants to try to play forward here. As there's the slide, finds the first, and Chronicle will bail them out. A 3K from the legend himself. Gets Fnatic up to 7.
The dynamic duo for Fnatic come up big when they're needed. It's 7-5, or 7-12, 5 more to go.
Butch coming in up the back of the Paranoia. Now Hunter's Fury out. Devi able to avoid the first, avoids the second. Now is going to be saved. 3 swings, fights, Kayak falls. Boosts his corpse into the skies. The wall goes up, locking off access to A. Try to go through alley, but there's no further scaling, and now he's up on top of this one. Something the next nearest player. One-way cycled.
30 seconds left.
Main cut off. Chronicle able to find the kill there onto the Sova. Looks like he's just trying to go for a push timing there. Is Divine out, trying to hold his own. Once again, good damage going to be found, but now Forsaken and Patman to try to see if they can bring this map to a conclusion. Boaster didn't suffer too much damage off the back of the teleport. Cage up over the top.
Shadows traveling.
Still a Paranoia in hand here. Ready to be sent. Flies across. Gets the connection. Boaster on the jump. Sniped out. The hold the defuse immediately starting to come through. Gets it up to half. Retaps it. Swings around the back. Looks for the first. Crashy's still standing. 7 bullets remaining. The swap. The classic can't get it out in time. It's 3K heroics as Fnatic continue to try to run this back.
That you know that Paper X can dial up on this defender side. So now you feel comfortable enough that there was no trap to be sprung, so
Next.
time to begin their way forward. Dimensional drift this time for Kayak, sees a couple.
Well, that's widely going to be dodged, but that does push Jing forward. Alpier perfectly poised, in position. Finds the opening kill. Relay bolt connecting, no further scaling up top mid though. Forsaken can shrug that off as the pivot. Being ready to come through towards this A site. Just the Omen all alone now. Try to slow the tide, slow the approach. Operator here on the corner. Shot on the one. Forsaken immediately taking down Alpier as he goes for the sprint. Paranoia going to be sent across, but Crashy's able to find a glimpse there. Moments before the blind would have connected. Something now going to be noted. Kayak watching, Defy falling. As he will sweep them under the rug. Now just on Patman in a 1v3.
Feels like this should be borderline undoable here for Patman. No way he's going to be able to get into his ult, you would think. Fnatic, though, retreating, so is Patman. Doesn't like what he sees. Saw it, just looking to see if he could get that one kill.
Alex wanting to close it, that final timeout call. Fnatic still hold on to one of their own. As Forsaken had a ping reveal onto one player. The peak coming through, finds a shot. Alpha quickly able to trade it back. Omenless here for the rest of the round are Paper Rex. The pit knocking off A site though.
Yeah, interesting to go for the pit on the eco.
I'm out of here.
Alpha thought about it for a second, but wisely decides to run away, but this is going to open up an extra gun here off of Chronicle's body for something. So it's a little bit more firepower. So the spike plant should come through eventually once the page shells wears off.
Delays for a bit. Boaster taken down.
Deploying.
Drone now at the ready. Basically full util as Jing up over the top. Ends up getting flashed, sends out a blast back in desperation, but Kayak with the shorty will be able to collect the kill. Devi in main, dead. Kayak finds him with the op. The peak getting ready to come through. Patman about to be at risk. Dodges it, strafes across, gets himself a little bit closer. Ping reveal, re-peeks at Kayak, finds the shot. Something on for the first. The 1v3, Crashy's in the corner, tagged up low. The peak coming through, and Crashy's holds the line, gets the headshot, and Fnatic continue to run this back.
Seeming like, okay, we haven't seen anybody here. Nobody at elbow, nobody at the box around the corner. So this is probably the weaker side of the map right now.
Let's go deep enough to spot out Patman, who's going to look to challenge. Finds the headshot. Alfier going to be taken down. Forsaken finding Chronicle here in mid.
Toxin screen down.
Paranoia sent out from Boaster, but can't really scale up the back of that as there's the fake out. Peek in from Kayak with the off. Managing to clear, tries to flick up to find Forsaken. Can't make it happen. Something taken down. Things starting to crumble now. Paper X losing their advantages. Jing desperately trying to find it. Now they've lined up. And that leaves just Boaster remaining. Tap for the plant. The swing coming through. Paint shell sent to one side. The peek out, the flick not connecting. Some damage dealt. Divide down low. Teleport back, but the time is not there. He cannot pivot. He has to finish this here on this site. Tries to line them up himself, but cannot. Divide will finally go ahead and put the final nail in the coffin as Sunset goes the way of Paper X 13-10.
A hell of a start here.
Let's say, like they play individually a lot, they have a lot of X factors, so like you need to like at least match them as two because they have insane aim. And Fnatic, you can play more spread on the map because they like to play really slow and like take the spaces.
Make things really, really difficult to play for retakes. So Paper X, I think if they want to get ahead of this, a lot of these rounds are going to be just about knocking Fnatic out before they can even plant, or at least doing enough damage that the plants aren't going to be that difficult to go for the retakes.
We'll see if Fnatic are going to be able to deliver. Single Ghost in hand, everybody else. Classic half armor, and of course Alfier moving forward here with that headhunter, but Forsaken.
Find you.
He is absolutely coming out on top. A hell of a shot. Takes down that chamber nice and early. Try to clear this one, something. Uncertain if he had been fully spotted out. Either way, takes a forward position there in mid. Gate crash at the ready. As that's going to be Boaster. Clearly, they had not spotted out this jet. Manages to strike. Kayak with a nice push forward, however. Just get the headshot there on a Forsaken. Tiny bit of damage going to be taken, but now Paper X swooping, getting into position to try to retake this B site.
There's going to be that Vice Wall right outside of Alley. That utility.
Right here.
Going to be tricky here for this retake, even though it is a 3v4.
Crashes with a reminder on where the flash is going to be, making sure they don't get tagged up there by their teammate in Chronicle. Fishing shots thus far, nothing widely spotted. Flash does go through. Patman able to find one, finds two. Kayak going to be dropped. This Chronicle now, last one standing. They should be able to suss out his position. And Patman basically strafing by. Finds the headshot, taking the round here into his own hands. 3 charges, now a 4th with the defuse. As Haunt quickly gets cleared out. It's going to be the orb take. Chronicle wanting to try to fast track that steel garden here. This is the halfway mark, and well, the Outlaw not going to be finding too much value, at least not in the hands of Kayak. Alpha does scoop it up, looking for the entry. Divide playing close. Eats a good amount of damage, but he's one of the players that did have that full armor at the ready. Spots out another, look to try to retalk. Some more damage to be found. The jump, however, from Crashies gets the right click. Divide does fall. Stinger now going to be surrendered over.
It's going to get tough.
Sees. Chronicle does get caught. Just a hair off on the peak there is Patman. Fragment, however, can still delay, and eventually Forsaken's able to find one. So Crashy's going to be struck down as Haunt to try to reveal out some more players. Outlaw shots going wildly over to the side. Alpha draws down the headhunter, and already it's good damage dealt here. But what recourse do they have? Where can they try to rotate this? 37 seconds remaining. It seems like they're widely going to be committed to this side of the map. Jing. Is that over in A main?
Left.
Smoke there. Swings out. Alpha hits the headshot. And suddenly, something's the last one standing just with the Sheriff.
Stealing sight.
Well read. Paranoia goes across, and Alfier gets them over the line. We talked about how much of a monster this guy is on the chamber.
No backup there. Playing a lot of ISO on this round. Our Paper X. Fnatic is able to use a little bit of coordination, a little bit of teamwork. Start picking them apart one by one, and Jing just got a little bit antsy. Love to have that back, but a judge here or something. A couple sheriffs otherwise.
But no one here to really fall into this one. They have that sheer wall set up. Chronicle playing back. The rest of the team hovers around mid and Gelato. Look up here towards Cat. Patman again, trying to displace. Just get some decent damage in. Cannot find the kill. Push to the wall, the timing there. Shots, but the turn from Alfier is just so damn fast. Puts him low, but Alpha continues to just absolutely dominate. 40 HP, Jing at the ready. Just the classic. Gonna look to try to push forward, regain some control of Tree. Push coming in, Jing gonna be good for the one, but cannot find Kayak, puts him to 16 HP. With all this noise happening around this A site, the kill onto Alpha, eventually they might actually get funneled right up in towards something. Just been staying quiet with that judge in hand. Turns from it, finds one.
Left.
3 more shells left. Evacuates the area, sends down the cloudburst, looks to play the next door. Weapon's gonna be swapped over, 20 seconds remaining. The pivot now getting ready to come through is Devi, thinking maybe they had all left. Ends up getting caught up, something quickly trying to rotate, but this has been heard. Chronicle now goes on the flank. Cloudburst into the corner, the drop down, spamming. And a tiny bit of damage gonna be found, has to go for the reload, and Chronicle is getting closer for the backstab. The push forward. Jing tucked here at Wine. No easy way to try to flush him out of this position. Smoke gets set up, tries to go for the peak. Jing now sends out the paranoia, trying to evacuate, but counter swing from Chronicle, able to intercept. Spot on the one, Patman. Quick little peek, finds the kill. Kayak gonna be taken down, Fragment buys him a little bit more time as rotations start coming through. But Steel Garden is going to be there to greet them, take the weapons away. Devi at Heaven, able to avoid it. Forsaken just lingers here for the moment. Devi waiting for his timing, but now Forsaken taken down. 3 players remaining. Clear the thorns, the shots from something. Out from Tree, not connecting. Looks like ultimately, Paper X getting clustered up, but Devi will split back over to Heaven. Shoulder spotted. Headshot gonna be found. Another tailwind. 1 kill away. Devi in the roughest positions at Tour de Force at the moment. Completely trained on his angle. Runs out of bullets. Devi able to find one. Alpha dead. Still plenty of work to try to clutch this, and he cannot. Boaster gets a 3K. Fnatic now up by 2.
And that whole round just so uncomfortable for Paper X because of the Tour de Force. So now he's got control of this space. Something tries to cross, but I think it might have been seen.
Seems like, yeah, Pixel might have been spotted as he exited that smoke. Continuing to scale forward. Peek about to come through, and he can't get the flick down. Something finds the headshot. Critical kill to be found. As Paper X try to cut this lead down. Training on B main, Spike being brought over. Dimensional drift is available.
Just one gun heard there, so Paper X not really going to change their strategies, not change their plans. TP though for a fast rotation if necessary.
Big out send, something not falling for it. Sees, holds him back, tucks back into the smoke, the jiggle peek, the shot not going to connect. Tucks back over in towards mid. Nothing going to be spotted there. Boaster for the moment, going to be held at bay. Grab of the orb. That's going to be his ult online, so can join in over onto the B side very quickly, but Kayak now has been noted. It's 10 seconds, they have to make a go for this. The footsteps going to be heard. Forsaken trying to stop them here in the tracks. Boaster taken down, up and over the top. Something comes out of nowhere. Forsaken managing to find Chronicle before he can redraw the weapon.
Pinging out.
The call from the shadows right now from Jing. He would get so much information, but looks like they're just going to save it. Try to get a fast rotate. Dimensional drift going to be coming through now. The rest of the team waiting to try to scale, but Devi going to be caught swinging out of that smoke. Forsaken already dead before the Hunter's Fury can even get involved. Something trying to intercept, comes in around the back, does manage to go ahead and find a kill on a Crashies. Alfier now needing to contend with the Jet. Advantage to him.
Oh, what a flash!
In. What a play in there from Patman. Disrupts it just enough. Kill gonna be found. Paranoia not connecting on the Boaster. The flash certainly does, but Chronicle still safe, still fragging Patman just with 10 HP. Gonna try to just exit that operator on the far side, just across the way, but there's just no access to it. Has to back off and leave it there on the floor. Waiting to see if this Jet's head ends up peeking out, but something's playing just around the corner.
You should wait for contact here as Paper X. Oh, Chronicle.
So fast. Immediately dispatches the enemy jet. As Paper X once again here on the back foot. Still Forsaken hovering around alongside Devi. Start going for a pretty quick pivot as Patman is going to try to hold this door. Flash going to be set up, but he won't be able to do a damn thing. Kayak immediately finds the kill. Crashies gets Jing. And things are falling apart very swiftly as Paper X going to have to go for the save. Forsaken can recover the operator, but that's about it.
Planted.
The game planning here from Fnatic so good on how to anticipate. They're going to get the op back at least.
Crashies nearby enough, might still yet be able to find a punish. He'll be able to get the swing out in time. Peeks it. Shot wide from Forsaken. And that's going to be Fnatic desperately looking to try to get this kill. We'll tuck back into the pit, but Fnatic will know exactly where they're hiding. Thorn set up, popped. Both players now contained here onto the corner. Flash finding nothing. Shock Dart going a little bit too deep. Straight forward, Decay not yet taking full effect. This is playing right around the edge of this one. Now the double push. Finds one. Running out of bullets, running out of time. Chronicle gets the 3K, takes the op out of their hands.
So now you start really being concerned for Paper X. Do they have any other responses left on this defender side?
Cutting through.
And they're back on an eco.
Oh my God. Boaster gets the collab. Forsaken in something called Annihilated. Spam down to one. And Batman worried about the repeak. Doesn't stick around. Now Kayak is here to fill this position. Keeps the IGL protected. Batman held at bay. Quick clear on the trademark. Boaster now dialed in on this angle. Shot goes wide. And finds the first. The trade, however, instantaneous. Allows for Divide to scoop up a Vandal. The approach on the A still getting ready to come through. Jing, tuck, swings, spots.
We're going out.
Sends out the smoke. Paranoia at the ready. The clone gets popped. Shots exchanged. Rotation now getting ready to come through. 33 seconds remaining as these footsteps going to be heard and noted by Devi.
30 seconds left.
TP immediately coming through. Quick cancel. Says no. They're rotating over to Cat and Alpha here. My God. What is that shot? Jing finding one. Paranoia dodged. They swing out wide and they mow him down. 7 rounds now locked in. Fnatic guaranteed the lead at the half, and it's looking like it's going to be a massive one. Smoke blooms. It just wants to get rid of that trademark. He's able to do so as 0 Point gets a good amount of info. Dodge from Alfier means the tour de force obviously still going to be in play. Gate crash set up over towards stairs.
Oh,
Standard default here is going to be the steel guarded now. Invested, Forsaken, spotted out. Quick peeks, just clears out that clone. Devi at 4 HP. Weapons now recovered. Forsaken able to find one. Devi in from the smoke, finding a second as Forsaken floods forward. Chronicle dead now, just leaves Boaster alone, and there you go. It's going to be another flawless from Paper X to get themselves a 3rd round win. So he'll get a double kill now in a smoke. Just how good, you know. I don't make the rules.
If there's anybody who can do it.
Boaster again trying to play this boosted position as Kayak getting the better of Patman. Sings up a little bit more here, making Jing a bit more uncomfortable as he gets spotted. Alfier does ring out a couple shots, so Jing well aware of the position, but the double face into the site is perfectly played, perfectly timed. Devi trying to scale forward. Some noise made here at tree. Door, however, does get shut. Broken open, immediately headshot. Something on the peak, able to find one. Kayak now dropped. Alpha repositions back over through A main, joining in with Crashies. This Chronicle gonna try to scale forward here. Up Cat. Spike now interrupted as the Nightfall comes through, but Boaster still has that operator, and something gets caught by it. Time, however, dwindling. Spike there at Hell. Forsaken tagged low. Hitting right here in front of their faces. There's just nothing they can do about it. Both players so very low. Alpha gets the 3K. And once again, flawless from Paper Rex, but Fnatic get the follow-up. Lawrence will stop any further peek. And they'd love to get rid of that wall, but without the kill, it's just not going to be possible at all. Still pushing forward, but Chronicle, of course, is going to be good for it. 12-6-2 here at the moment. This drone spotting nothing. Some noise made, something. Pushes forward over towards Pizza. Now moving up to bench. And he spot him. Doesn't matter. Crashes. Immediately shuts him down. She's at every twist and turn. Paper Rex suffering heavily. Push getting ready to come through. Patman trying to scout out, trying to peek in. Immediately dispatched. As the mask goes on, and Jing is going to be absolutely trapped here at backplat. Goes for a timing shot, finds the first, tries to hit the transfer. Devi will get the cleanup on the Alpha here, but in the end, it's 9-3. Fnatic well out in the lead.
Maybe they just dial up the tempo, challenge them, but it's so hard with that Vice there to really kind of get things to go the way you want. Forsaken creating some attention on the other side of the map, though. Oops. Comes the Headhunter.
Slowly trying to back away, but he's going to be out into the open, and this time Alpha has not managed to line them up. Roughing both pistols thus far. His Boaster going to be spotted there on the Jiggle Peak.
But you saw no one else, so the rotations can come through quick for Fnatic.
Pretty much everybody clustered up. Pop flash from Patman, trying to escort them forward, but Chronicle just pre-fires through the smoke, managing to find that kill. Crashy's trying to scale up. Shock darts into the corner. Right there, point blank onto Jing, puts him to 50. There's only 2 players left unscathed here in the lobby at the moment. Stat and Hell. Devi trying to hold the door. 2 players on the opposite side, Chronicle being one of them. Kayak with that Sheriff, the other. Some shots flying. A 1-for-1. Ping reveal on the Jing, spots him. I know that he's still going to be lingering here within the smoke, and something needs to try to find this kill. Peaks just trying to drum up some interest. Keep the attention tied on his position. So far has been able to do so. The smoke now dissipating. Right clicks cannot come through. Going to be close though on the defuse as Chronicle tries to get it done and narrowly .09. Boaster now with a Bucky playing around B. Smoke down. Some shots flying. Hot reveal and Kayak finding something there. Top mid. Chronicle getting forsaken. The wheels have long since come off.
Spike retreat.
As this train wreck is starting to grind to a halt. Just the one elimination found, 2 players left standing, and given the situation that you're in, given that it's about to be Fnatic moving up to map point.
Ice wall right here.
And even trying to go for the save. Wouldn't be that much behind it. Be the double push. Boaster, the one standing between them and the site. Smoke blooms, Thorns locking them in position for now. Chronicle arriving at market. Flash goes in. Padman goes down. Spike now stranded. Jing needing to do everything, but in all likelihood capable of doing nothing. Swings and Kayak will find it. Map point locked in. Fnatic looking damn near flawless here on Ascent as anticipated. Oh, and already damage suffered. Patman down to 45. He's not able to catch any breaks whatsoever.
Flash.
Blocking sight.
Looking for the entry and the counter spam. It comes through. Boaster finding one of the full HP members. Just further expounds on the advantages already guarded here by Fnatic in the round. Forsaken. Tucked in, swings, finds the first, does get the headshot. On the repeat, finds Crashies.
Where are you?
Suspicious about this placement here in A main, but right as he turns, he doesn't wait for the haunt to pop. Just hands them the timing on a silver platter, and Patman cannot find the kill.
One enemy
Jing
remaining.
now dead, Devi lurking, looks to get the jump, but Alpha survives. And in all likelihood, try to bring this to an end, but does get dispatched. 1v2, 30 seconds to try to play with.
30
The
seconds left.
reposition. Kayak trying to watch the angle, but it looks like Devi slipping the net there in that regard, but it's making plenty of noise.
Poison orb emitting.
Poison orb thrown down.
I have the
Spike recovered. 12 seconds remaining. Would love to try to go for the switch, but cannot do it. Taps it, trying to spot if there's anybody on the approach here from backside. Gets in behind the box. Here's Kayak on the push, and Kayak will strike him down. 13-3. Utter dominance here from Fnatic as they do deliver a map 3. Split will decide it all. They're dispatching Paper Rex at every twist and turn. Split going to be a bit more familiar for them, however. So not expecting that level of dominance from either side. This one should be a bloodbath. As it seems like Paper Rex widely clustered up, wanting to try to get a punish, potentially onto Chronicle. They know his tendencies. They know that he loves to linger alone here, go on that lurk.
This is all just kind of, oh, what a shot from Chronicle.
Instantly just finding the one. Fake out on the gate crash, and yep, Pixel spotted Patman's position, going to be known. Now widely left on an island. Jing has to stick around to try to keep him covered at the same time. Something is being wrapped around on. Ends up getting taken down. Devi does fall. Devi out from heaven, able to find it. Spike still in hand here for Crashies. Now rotating that across to B as Kayak looks to try to slip the net, finds himself over at Alley.
I love the initial round ideas here from Fnatic. See if Devi can deal with this player.
Spots him out. Damage going to be exchanged though. That's Devi down to 40. 5 health advantage for Kayak as the spike can now get planted. No bite, no way to interrupt this.
Spike planted.
It's Forsaken. Rotates over, joins in at this position. 2 Sheriffs
Last player
versus
standing.
4 players on the side of Fnatic, and they are not skipping a beat. Ascent, that dominance carrying over. This time Fnatic finding the opening pistol, not needing to pull off the thrifty.
It's going to be Devi up there. Pops the poison cloud. Poster bounces up.
Fights already been expended or wasn't afforded. Either way, doesn't have a molly to try to set up, so Poster sliding forward. Is Devi going to be flushed out? Kayak finding the shots. 2 players here on the B side. Forsaken up over the top of the box, trying to find the first. It's going to be something to collect that, but now Chronicle breaks the stack. The swing coming around the back. Pop flash going to be sent, but something they're closer than he might anticipate. Ends up falling down. Cannot play time.
10 seconds left.
And it looks like Paper Rex likely can't play out this round. Some spam, necting, Poster down low.
Take hold.
Cannot find the kill. Sees nade, used towards Hell. The Haunt going out. Lands here on the Raptors. Shot still flying. Chronicle ready to peek at a moment's notice out of the garage. And ultimately they have to back away, but they cannot because Kayak has swung in off the flank. A 4K here for the Yoru. A bonus converted for Fnatic.
This is just brilliant work from Fnatic. After the gate crash is cleared, I think Paper Rex, not anticipating that they'd heavy stack through mid like they did. They double up on Devi. He gets downed easily. What a round for Kayak there.
Makes the assessment that Omen had not completed the teleport.
Well, they were sick of losing this garage control.
Paranoia not connecting. Alpha's headshot, however, it does. Blast pack to try to offset. Forsaken managing to find one. TP's back out before Kayak can collect the kill. Rushes the Haunt forward, gets himself over towards Vent. Something there at ramp, staring with the operator. It's the call for Patman to rotate over. Cover the flank, ends up coming through. Spike now drifting forward. The scale out in towards Ramen. Paper Rex getting a decent understanding as Poster looking for the jump, but has to back away. Has that spike in hand. And that could just be round over. He doesn't get out to safety.
Portal closed.
Shots flying, Kayak finding one. Patman going to be taken down now. Looks to try to get rid of the enemy. You're on the opposite side. The wallbang shot eventually comes through, and now it's a pivot back through the sewer once more.
30 seconds left.
Silence in the V site. Crashy's first to arrive here. Devi out of alley, re-clearing into heaven, but the timing is going to be missed. Poster will be able to drop down.
Poison's off.
just narrowly miss each other. Plant coming through again, the time.
10 seconds.
Not really on their side, nor is the aim. Something eliminated. The tap, Devi, eventually finding the headshot. Brings it down to a 1v2, but it's up against Chronicle. The multi-time champion, Devi, didn't see the drop down, misses that. The shorty at range, able to find it, but Forsaken eventually will arrive to get them the round win, but at what cost? So much money available to the side of Fnatic, so many ultimates online. Forsaken registering, I'm not going to be able to get it. Fnatic already well aware that they pushed them down to a very low buy. Couple shots from something on the timing, not going to be able to find anything, makes an exit. It's Forsaken, pushes forward into the smoke, clears this out, and Alpha drifts right into it. Great little trap setup, and a much needed kill.
Just a thief. So many times on this map, he's able to find those moments in his own smokes where his opponents just can't get the read. You know he's doing it. We've seen Fnatic be very aware of the way that Paper Rex likes to play smokes aggressively, and they still can't stop it sometimes.
Toxins going up.
I love the early round ideas from Fnatic, but they lose a player. Now they're trying to make their way in towards Devi, who drops down. Forsaken going to be holding Garage. And this is going to be tough here for Paper Rex. Fnatic has once again found their weak side. Here come the stars. Here comes the Nightfall.
Will only connect onto one. That's going to be Devi. It's not falling for the fake. As Haunt gets cleared, re-swings in. Full flashed up there is Kayak, but arrives in behind, and Devi still somehow manages to pivot for that kill. A 1-for-1 between Chronicle and Jing. Boaster. Last one standing here for Fnatic. Time again, ticking, finds a headshot. What a snappy one, but cannot escape again. It's a player from on high to strike him down from behind. Getting decent connection. Just some spam here through the wall from something.
Trying to figure out what's going on. A flash.
Flash in. A little bit of fire on the box. A hair off, though. So Kayak staying safe, staying tucked. They might think that it's cleared, and they have. Jing dead immediately. Hellpoints joins in back around here at main. Dimensional Drift available for something. Maybe try to get out of a sticky situation. Boombot not going to clear him. However, fires in. It is dead to rights. The showstopper point blank. The offset from the blast pack. And Alpha has fully broken open the site. A 2v5 now for Paper Rex. You have to beg the question, do you even try to play this one out?
Spike planted.
Do you just back away?
Should be a save. Just can't afford to give these guns over. Economy's gonna be in shambles.
Devi swinging back. Does get the kill onto Kayak. Second layer coming in. Crashies. Trying to swing that corner. He himself low on HP. Has money for the next weapon though. Funk gets cleared. Alpha coming in off the flank, being watched at the moment here by Forsaken. Some shots through. The double join up, the paranoia, Ascent, and Alpha now striking. Devi cannot stave him off. Turkish Phenom comes up with a 3K. Fnatic maintain control.
Yeah, just such a good round individually. Trying to take some control. He's going to, at least for now, establish himself.
Walking down.
Oh boy.
A very aggressive angle about to be taken here is the Haunt. He wants to go for the peak, but the shot ends up going wide. Does get away scot-free. So they're going to just spam him out. They put him down to 45 HP. Dimensional Drift now in play. Kayak clearing the rest of the way, and Patman dead over at the ramp. Rachel to save him off. The shorty in hand, the showstopper into the corner, and something is dead. Fnatic continue to read this beautifully. Right out in front of the wall, Devi going to be taken down. Kayak continuing to try to maintain control, and Forsaken has been left behind. No hope in hell. Fnatic in firm control.
But seems like maybe the read going to be here. Or Paper X, it just depends. Fnatic still has some time to make another move if they want.
Prowler to ramp to try to drum up some attention towards that side of the map. Forsaken, however, with the peek, able to spot out Boaster.
30 seconds left.
No way.
Drifting forward.
Oh,
this
that
is in here
is
like a ship in the night.
Oh my God.
He's going to be stuck within the pit though now. So no HP to speak of, but he still gets the jump. All focus forward there on mid. Devi being outdone. The time starting to tick, the pressure mounting, the nightfall to come through, and it all comes down to something. Who's here at backside, holds his own for one, the pop flash, over the top, the spike.
Spike planted.
Just now being planted with a second to spare. As things go from bad to worse to miserable for Paper Rex. The flank even coming through, Chronicle
Enemy remaining.
immediate with the headshot. Forsaken trying to respond, but he cannot. Fnatic absolutely running away with this map once again.
Feels like a must-win round.
Oh, it absolutely is. The 10 and 2s are so very difficult.
There.
It's only been done a handful of times. Alphier finds the headshot. Patman will be able to trade it back. Cannot collect the weapon. It's a slight reprieve as Paper X at least did not have to be concerned about a showstopper here in the round, but Crashy's one away from a nightfall. The pit available for a post plant. There's still plenty of ways for Fnatic to turn this into a nightmare. Something will be able to find the headshot, so one more of those ultimates now gone. Dimensional Drift will come through. Clears out A main. I'm gonna be spotted there. Sights now turned down in towards sewers. It's a good amount of information grabbed here for Paper Rex. Knowing the lion's share players are going to be operating in around mid as well as the B site, and Devi finds Kayak.
Need that back. Last player standing.
Well, there you go.
It's just another one of these rounds. It feels like Paper Rex just so much suffering building up.
Their macro game through the roof. 15 kills apiece for Chronicle, Kayak, and Alfier in that first half. It's exactly what you needed.
Paint shell the main, but all the pressure coming through here at ramp. Boaster, paint shell right there at his feet. Jing just gets a freebie as he tries to set up a concuss, but there's no way to try to counter swing off of this one, so Fnatic just get a one and done. Start rotating back across. No real way to try to go for the peak. Sight firmly in control here for Paper Rex. The start that he needed, but it's not done yet. Fnatic have shown that they are capable of being miracle workers.
Interesting TP setup from something. Right in the corner.
Tries to fake it, but obviously Fnatic, that early info, pushing further forward than they might have expected. Sees over towards elbow, the haunt, cleared out. Firing squad going to be set up, but the kills looking damn good here for the side of Fnatic as Crashy's going to be the last one standing. Low on HP, Forsaken will be able to find him, gets a 3K, and gets the pistol that is so desperately needed.
A lot of the players going to be weak to it.
The peak was about to come through. Boaster jiggling. Stops going for it. Sucked in a much safer position now for the Yoru. Counter swing can't come in, but it doesn't matter because Forsaken's going to be the one getting taken down. 3 players here. Clear coming through. Kayak back into the same position. Jing this time able to find him. Stinger going to be set up at Jing over the top. Finding the 1 kill. Alphier looking for a little bit more, but it's only going to be good for the 1. And suddenly, player advantage there.
10
Certainly
seconds
run
left.
the clock down, but
Spike
still
planted.
plenty to spare. It's the spike now in play. Crashes, as mentioned prior, just the 10 health to speak of for this Viper. It's a lot more pressure here on Crashy's shoulders. He tries to isolate, but misses the first opportunity. The back away, the safe call being made. Paper Rex, they're gonna get themselves this bonus conversion. 3 rounds separating as they start to heat up here on the attack.
Unbelievable. I wasn't sure if the bounce back was going to happen, but Paper Rex seemingly beginning to make the charge. Still one more player. Still Kron outside of Ramen. Not sure if they're going to push any further forward to try to clear that. Doesn't seem like it. Sometimes even if you know what's coming, you can't stop it because these coordinations they have with their util so good, and if Jing gets heated up, it could be a difference maker.
Absolutely. Forsaken able to find 1. Chronicle, that's second out of 3 layers in mid. They do manage to find the punish. Something going to be held at bay as the Seas comes through. Chronicle quickly re-wrapping back across through the fence. Some free fire damage. Let's take Crashies down to 61. He's got Kayak on a very monstrous timing right now. No one watching behind. Devi sights up towards the ramp. Now caught. They strike all the remainder here of Paper Rex contained within the site, needing to fight their way out of this one as Boaster does get spotted in heaven. He's going to join in with Chronicle, look to try to pressure out screens. Just a single flash here in hand as the Prowler spots onto one. Back online. Flash connecting, Font reveal onto Patman. Paper Rex is cleared out, but Jing with a kill. Looking for a little bit more. Showstopper going to be drawn out. Kayak there around the corner needs to try to pick his poison. Sends it, but he destroys himself in the process. Easy breezy defuse for Kayak. Jing and fans there in disbelief.
There.
Something with an op.
The economy's still in a stable enough position to try to go ahead and get this one going. So it's going to see if he can shut down some of this early aggression out of a main. Quick peek, finds it, the flick down. Gets rid of Alfier, but had not seen Crashies, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Divine quickly trades it back. Paper Rex right back on the horse. It's the pop of the dupe. The slide down from Boaster. Hadn't seen Forsaken. He does barely manage to come away with that kill.
Last player standing.
Kayak now drops, just Chronicle left standing, and something, well, he said, ooh, operated for something. He puts it to damn good use.
Love to see it. Just a TP out there for Kayak.
Forces the exit.
Grenade!
HL over the top, so he's going to be a little bit late. Chronicle just now jumping on top of the box. They still are going to be able to collect that kill. Weapon now needing to be protected. Kayak trying to scale forward, but they're just going to abandon it and allow this to be grabbed. No, Devi stays planted, finds the kill. As they get even more Crashies down so very low and eventually dealt with. Boaster trying to see what he can get. Will be that operator in hand. And try to utilize that for Alfier. Seems like he wants to just try to find whatever damage he can get.
That's a showstopper.
If he can find one, the likelihood. Boaster's still a ways away. The time's starting to tick down. Snappy for the headshot. Suddenly, showstopper becomes a bit more likely, but now tag to 13. Just wants to try to take all the weapons out of their hands that he can possibly get, but will not be able to find much more. Patman, Forsaken, making their exits. Will rotate out. Can they get the safety? The answer is no for Patman, no for Forsaken. Boaster on the angle. They're losing out on the off. There's something. Just going to have that Vandal. Spot onto one. Boaster going to be noted. Showstopper now coming out here from Alfier. Drops down into the grab well. Lobs it. Something dead. No other recourse, no other exit strategy, and Kayak holding has the op in hand, finds one. Chronicle now bailing him out as Kayak finds another and gets himself a third as well. The shutdown, swift and just from Fnatic. Nice ball at the ready.
It's a gamble. If you did that Nightfall without any info.
Cutting through.
Face your fear!
Sends it out, but Kayak lingers around for a little bit longer, finds the opening kill. Jing gonna be taken down. Timing shot attempt, the scale forward, Forsaken. Control over screens, but again, the Cosmic Divide still there to try to disrupt the Dimensional Drift, able to play off the back of it, but now the pit is gonna be invested. Locking off screen and elbows as Kayak goes exploring forward, finds one. The Cubby there, Crashies stops Patman from getting into position. The punish cannot be found as it all comes tumbling down. A flawless retake. Fnatic get themselves up to match point.
Making a ton of noise here though. Trying to sell a bit of a fake to see if he could pull a rotation, but Fnatic standing firm.
30 seconds left.
Portal closed.
That op now, a problem. Kayak has something.
Always has been. The slide forward and Jing just cannot align the Guardian shots. It's all starting to very much crumble. Boaster, the spam, finding one, Forsaken. Only finding Alfier. As Boaster looks to bring this one over the line. Couldn't get it done in Toronto, but they'll get it done here at EWC. Fnatic take down Paper Rex 2-1 and advance forward into the grand final.